Okay, so this video I'm going to talk about the pineal gland, or the pineal gland, however you choose to pronounce that, and the thymus. And so the pineal gland is found inside the brain. And so let's kind of look at it here. I'll point it out and then I'll put up a picture as well so it's a little easier to see. See where I'm pointing right there? That little guy right there is the pineal gland. Now if we're getting oriented to the brain, this is the back, that's called the cerebellum. This is the pituitary gland, and again, this is the front. So it's just that little guy right there that my point is on, okay? And so the pineal gland is going to produce melatonin. Now, I want to give you a quick little biochemistry background here, or basic biochemistry of where this is coming from. So melatonin, we know, is the sleep hormone, right? And what it does is it controls your circadian rhythm, which is the sleep or circadian rhythm, again, however you want to pronounce that, which are your sleep-wake cycles. And so it's a primary function of melatonin. However, melatonin has a function in development of a number of other things like reproductive system, and plays a role in not only in sleep, but in other physiological processes. It can act as an antioxidant and a detoxifier. So there are other functions, but the primary thing we focus on is its kind of impact on sleep and that circadian rhythm. Now, here's the biochemistry portion. We start off with an amino acid called tryptophan, and we convert that amino acid into 5-HTP, which is 5-hydroxytryptophan. And then we convert that into something called serotonin. Now, this serotonin is a very important chemical because it is a neurotransmitter that acts for gut motility. It also is a transmitter in the brain. In fact, when you've heard of SSRIs, those are selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. And so those are used to actually increase the function of or the activity of serotonin before they get taken back up into the cells. And so serotonin is a very important neurotransmitter for mood. And serotonin is what we make melatonin from, serotonin is a neurotransmitter, melatonin is an actual hormone, okay? Another thing to not be confused about is that melatonin is not melanin. Melanin is a skin pigment that gives your skin its darkness, okay? Again, skin pigment, melanin, hormone, melatonin. All right, that's all I'm going to cover as far as the pineal gland. It is stimulated by light. However, melatonin is produced in darkness, and light actually impairs the production, but during the day, light going through the retina stimulates the pineal gland, and so they can produce, these chemicals and make these reactions. Now, the thymus gland I'm going to be very brief on because we'll talk more about it in the immune system, but the thing I want to focus on here, I don't have a model of it available at the moment, but I'll put a picture up. The thymus sits above the heart in the center of your mediastinum here, and so the thymus is a gland that is responsible, it produces these hormones called thymopoietins and thymosins, and those will cause the maturation of T cells. And T cells are really, really important immune system cells. Again, I cover that in a later chapter, but that is the function of the thymus as far as the endocrine system is concerned and the hormones that it produces. The thymus does atrophy with age. It does shrink, and their fatty tissue builds up with age. However, the thymus gland should be still functional throughout a lifetime, just much more so in adolescence, where it's primarily active to educate these T cells. Again, that's a process I'll cover in another chapter. If you have any questions, let me know. Stay strong. I'll see you next time.